how frequently do you, let's say per week or per month now, do you get still and beef up your new desire from where you're at to where you want to be, how you feel now to how you really want to feel?
I have to say that I do it pretty much I try to do it on a daily basis, but more than likely it's like on a weekly basis now. Like I check in with myself. It's really important for people to check in with themselves, check in with their energy, where they're at. And I think, we can bring up the pandemic, whatever, what's going on. A lot of people, it gives them an opportunity to reflect with themselves.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
you agree?
Yes.
And so doing all of that, you have the opportunity and time to really sit with yourself and really feel, what is it that is not making it for me? What's missing the mark? We talk about our inventories and inventories. So what's missing the mark? What's not making it for me? What's making me not happy? But, also at the same time, what is making me happy? So you have to become like the observer, as I keep saying, and see yourself for who you are honestly and authentically. That's really critical.
Yeah.
Be authentic and be clear.
You have to be able to literally look, like you're saying, at everything. If you can look at it from a place of awareness and non-judgmental.
Well, the observer.
The
yes.
observer.
Yeah.
Well, but the observer can still be negative. You're saying go up to
the observer
a neutral place.
Yeah, the observer is non-judgmental.
Really?
Yes.
Have you ever been in traffic?
Yeah, no, the observer, no, I'm talking about the observer in my perspective is non-judgmental because you're looking at yourself, you're looking at everything that's happening without judgment. And then you're literally just looking at it, not giving it a negative or a positive, but just seeing what's actually happening. That's the point of the observer. You're just looking and seeing what's happening.
Girl, I just learned something.
Yeah. And then, because you're the one who gives it the quality and the value.
And the lack of.
Exactly. But you're the one who gives it. You'll give it a positive or a negative. But if you're the observer, you're looking at it in a neutral form. And that's where the magic happens. And then you can begin to write it down. It gives you the opportunity to be authentic and honest in your observations because there's no emotion attached to this. You're just writing. Yeah.
I literally just learned something new because I've never heard that.
Oh, yeah.
And in 40 years of studying this,
it's
never heard
very,
it.
Very important,
And Sanaya says it, she just says it in a different way, and that is from the platform of awareness. We were talking off air yesterday about people right now, humans now are more divided than I've ever seen them in 60 years. They're more divided. And so you have the group over here who's right, the group over here who's wrong. And if you pick either side, you're not observing because now you picked a side. Once you pick one side, you cannot observe. You cannot be in a platform of awareness. You fall into the void. You fall into the no-win situation. And so if you pick the do-want or the don't-want side, then you're not being objective observing from a place of pure awareness.
Because what is here, what is important, you want to withdraw your judgment. And that gives you the quality of the observer. Thank you, Fatima Abate.
Fatima, because my mind is blown.
and Father John. And so that's really important. And because it takes you out. And then that is the space in which you can make the change.
Well, I'm just going to add too that you have to practice exactly what Liz is talking about. You don't just wake up and go, oh, I'm an observer. I am not attached to either side. You have to practice being in a place of awareness.
Yeah.
And I had to learn that with readings the first 20 years of doing readings. I knew I had to be up here to receive on behalf of the person here. But if the person was down here at this level and they're trying to get me to come down to this level, then I'm not being observant.
No.
I'm not aware. I'm not connected. My human ego starts to feel sorry for them. And if you start feeling sorry for somebody, you're contributing to that which they already feel bad about. So it takes a lot of practice And it's easy once you do it
Well, once you do it,
to play with being up here.
yeah, and again, talking about, it's like over again, but you become aware of your own energy. And there is an exercise I can give you to do. I know that I'm going a little off script, but it's something very simple and easy to become the observer. You just, every day, if you have a few minutes, 5 minutes, or once a week or once a day, just sit there with yourself and just feel your own energy. You can't do anything to attract something better in your life, or even decide to allow something worse in your life, if that's what you choose, until you know what you are. You have to know who you are and what your energy is and what it feels like. That's really critical.
It is. And I'm just going to piggyback on it.
Yeah.
Your stuff's going to come up.
Yeah.
And when your stuff comes up, let it be what it is. Do your inventory. Do your inventory. Do your sin-ventory. Do your shit-ventory.
And pull
if
your
you
judgment.
Need to. Yeah, exactly. Pull your judgment and say, there's this great quote somebody said. It's an affirmation quote, and I'm going to paraphrase it. And that is, please forgive me for the things my younger self did in order to survive. And there are a lot of things we did as kids and young adults that we would never do now because we're not in survival mode, as it were. And so when these things pop up, be gentle with yourself.
Yeah.
Be kind to yourself. Be the observer from a place of connection to source. Child, please, if you just tuned in, you're watching Coming Out with Liz and Eddie. I'm Eddie Conner.
And I'm lizlayug.
And this topic is all about Miracle Manifesting 101. And listen, I've been learning stuff left and right because Liz has been preaching.